Have you dreamt about globetrotting around the world? Are you excited to embark on a journey without having to worry about arguing with friends and family on where to go and what to do? Luckily, the world is a big place, and there are a lot of places that are great for a solo traveler. Whether it's in the West or the East, there are plenty of places you should add to your travel list. Let's look at the best solo travel destinations in the world. Head to Northern Europe. Any solo traveler will love traveling around Europe. It was made for travelers and is especially accommodating for solo travelers, including backpackers and digital nomads. You can start by visiting Stockholm, Sweden. The Scandinavian countries are all great for solo travelers, and Sweden's capital city is a great place to start. You'll love the classical Scandinavian architecture, but also the convenience and efficiency these countries are famous for. You can enjoy Stockholm's many restaurants and bars, and take a boat tour to explore the city. And of course, you've got to visit the ABBA Museum Hall of Fame. After visiting Stockholm, you can head to the Emerald Isle. Ireland is home to some of the friendliest people in the world, so it's perfect for solo travelers. Pop into any bar in Dublin or in one of Ireland's smaller towns, and you're bound to end the night having drinks with new friends. It's also a great place for nature lovers and fitness enthusiasts. You can hike Wicklow Way, which is a long-distance trail in the Wicklow Mountains. Before we tell you more about the best solo travel destinations in the world, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more. Spain, France, and Monaco. Once you've traversed around Sweden and Ireland, it's time to explore some of the most visited countries in the world. Paris remains one of the most popular cities for tourists, and it's a great place solo travelers will love. You should of course visit the historical monuments like the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, the Louvre Museum, and the Arc de Triomphe. But also see if you can find book nerds and aspiring writers at Shakespeare & Company, Paris's most famous English bookstore. Enjoy a coffee at any popular cafe on the Champs-Élysées. Paris at night is a great place to go bar hopping or to enjoy nightlife. If you stay at a hostel, you're bound to make new friends as well. If you enjoy the beach scene, you should definitely head down to the south of France and explore Cannes and Saint-Tropez. While you're down south, take a day trip to enjoy the Principality of Monaco. Once you've explored France and Monaco, you've got to head to Spain. Any traveler to Spain will tell you it's one of the most welcoming countries in Europe. While there's so much to see that one trip won't do it justice, we think you should head to Seville. Here you'll come across some of the most hospitable people you'll ever meet. You can find many great outdoor bars and restaurants to enjoy tapas, sangria, and great company. It's also a great city to go dancing in. Adventures in the Balkans. One of the coolest parts in Europe are the Balkans. Among the Balkan countries you should visit as a solo traveler are Croatia and Serbia. If you're into beaches and coastal towns, you'll love visiting Croatia. Make sure you visit Zagreb, Split, Dubrovnik, and Zadar, which will all fascinate you with their incredible architecture and scenery. Croatia is a great place to enjoy the coastal lifestyle without breaking the bank, so you can expect to meet other solo travelers on your trip. If you want to visit a country with a rich heritage, warm people, excellent food, and an atmosphere that'll make you want to stay, then you've got to visit Serbia. Serbia's capital Belgrade will stun you with its unique architecture. St. Sava's Temple and St. Mark's Church are among the most beautiful churches you'll see anywhere in Europe. The beautiful artwork in the interior of these churches is awe-inspiring. You can also stroll down Knez Mihailova to enjoy shopping, great restaurants, bars, and street musicians. Be sure to take a boat tour to get a trip around Belgrade and learn about its fascinating history. Make sure you also spend a few days exploring Serbia's other cities such as Novi Sad, Subotica, Uzice, and Sombor. This is a great country for solo travelers and especially digital nomads. Thailand. The Southeast Asian country has risen in popularity amongst travelers over the past decade. If you love the hustle and bustle of a busy city, then Bangkok has to be high on your list. You can try delicious Thai food at roadside stalls, quaint corner restaurants, and 5-star hotels. You can also visit Buddhist temples during the day and a club to enjoy Bangkok's nightlife. There's something for everyone in this city, and it's also a great place to meet other travelers. If you're a digital nomad, you might want to consider visiting Chiang Mai. It's a smaller city with a more chill vibe compared to Bangkok. It's full of co-working spaces where you can work online as well as interact with other digital nomads. For beach lovers, you can visit the islands of Koh Lanta, Koh Phi Phi, and if you don't mind the touristy experience, Phuket. If you want to see something really cool, visit the floating village of Koh Phanyi. Stop by the Lion City. Before leaving Southeast Asia, you should spend a few days exploring Singapore. The city-state is one of the world's most dynamic cities with one of the highest standards of living. It's a bustling metropolis that attracts travelers, entrepreneurs, and settlers from all over the world. Here, you'll be fascinated with the different ethnicities and cultures that blend together to make Singapore their home. Be sure to sample Singapore's delicious cuisine, from Singapore noodles to nasi goreng to dosas. Make sure you explore the Chinese, Malay, and Indian cultures that have shaped the culture of Singapore. Visit the Buddhist temples, mosques, and Hindu temples around the city. If you're a beach person, make sure you spend a day chilling on Sentosa Island. Mexico. Latin America is a popular destination for solo travelers, and one of the most popular is Mexico, and with good reason. If you're looking for a mega city without breaking the bank, Mexico City is a great choice. It's full of culture, delicious cuisine, and exciting nightlife. The fast-paced attitude of Mexico City makes it one of the most exciting and often underrated cities in the Americas. If you want something more relaxed, you should visit Mérida in the Yucatan Peninsula. This is a historical, small city where you can enjoy delicious food, several museums, and the friendliness of the locals. We recommend a walking tour to learn about Mérida's history. While there, you can hire a tour guide to take you to Cenote or the other nearby cities such as Izamal and Uxmal. You should also visit Chichen Itza to learn about the Mayan culture. If you want to meet other solo travelers and make new friends, be sure to visit Tulum and Cancun, also part of Yucatan. The United States. The vastness of the US makes it the perfect country for solo travelers. There's really something for everyone to enjoy in the USA. If you enjoy the beach life and nightlife, head to Miami. You can spend your mornings relaxing on South Beach and spend the night at one of the many nightclubs in Miami Beach or nearby. If you're a fan of street art, visit the Wynwood Art District. If you enjoy architecture, you'll love to drive through Coral Gables and Coconut Grove to see some of Miami's most beautiful homes. In Coconut Grove, be sure to visit the Vizcaya Villa. If you want a bustling metropolis, you can't beat the excitement of New York City. It's full of great museums, parks, food joints, nightlife, and much more. While it might not always be easy to meet new people in the Big Apple, it's great if you want to stimulate your senses without depending on the company of others. If you love nature, the US is full of incredible spots. You should go to Arizona to visit the Grand Canyon. Utah is also full of beautiful nature, as is Wyoming. Make sure you take some time to visit one of America's national parks like Yellowstone. This is just scratching the surface of the USA. It is a country that'll surprise you everywhere you go. Americans are some of the friendliest people you'll meet, so if you're a solo traveler, it won't be long till you find yourself in great company. So, are you ready to book your travels around the world? What region are you most interested in? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation for more. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.